Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the differences between business credit and corporate credit. Now with business credit, you could actually purchase properties just like this, lots of land with your business credit at 0% interest. There's another one right here that you could purchase at 0% interest. Now we're just walking through, getting some exercise, and you can see the properties for sale. You can see the homes for sale behind us. You could have this at 0% with business credit. Now on the other hand, let's talk about corporate credit. Corporate credit, you could actually purchase this beautiful building that we come to work to every single day with corporate credit. This could be yours, $1 million building solely based on corporate credit for your business. Now to break everything down, I'm getting ready to go in depth. So let's go inside for a little bit and I'll break it down as easy as possible for you. Hey guys, and welcome into the studio. Thanks for coming. Got a great video ahead, like I explained. I'm going to talk about the differences between business credit and corporate credit. Now, a lot of people seem to get confused on these two things. They are very different, but they also have similarities. Okay, I'm going to break down all of that for you right here. So let's start with business credit. Any of your business expenses can come from business credit, and most of them start off at 0% interest. So there's unlimited uses. You get rewards, cash back. Every time you swipe that card, you're getting some kind of reward back. Travel rewards. People fly for free first class when they use their business credit. You just got to rack up those travel reward points. They are personally guaranteed. So what does that mean? It means that the banks are going to run your personal credit when you are applying for the business card. Now that doesn't mean that they are going to show up on your personal credit reports. They will not show up on your personal credit reports. Some of them do, but we tend to stay away from those here at Fund&Grow. We want the accounts that do not show up on your personal credit report so you can utilize them fully and take care of whatever you need to do without it affecting your personal credit reports. They do require a personal credit check, like I mentioned. All major banks have business credit, and most of them do offer that 0% interest introductory fee. Sometimes between 12, 18 months, some a little bit higher, some a little bit less. But that's where you need to do your research. Fund&Grow has already done that research for you, so we know which banks to go after and which ones have the best rewards and introductory period for you. They're also revolving accounts. Now, what does revolving account mean? Revolving means that it's basically you get a credit limit. You don't have to spend all the way up to that credit limit, but you're responsible to pay that back whatever you spend. So for instance, a credit card, it is revolving. You get a $10,000 card. You don't have to use all $10,000 of that specific account, but say you use $5,000 of it. Your minimum payment is going to be 1% of your balance, or $25, sometimes $35, whichever one's greater. Corporate credit, again, different than business credit, is not personally guaranteed. Unlike business credit, you need to have the verified business. You also need to have a business phone number. The business phone number will be tied to the white pages so that it is a verified business phone number. The other thing that you're going to need is the SIC code. That's the standard industrial classification number that is given to you based on the industry that your business is in. So make sure that your business has the EIN number, is registered with the state, the county, has that local phone number for your business, and it's also got a DUNS number. The DUNS number is very important because that's the number that they're going to track along with your EIN to start your credit profile on the business side. The business credit profile is tied to not only the EIN number, but the Duns and Bradstreet number that you are able to get. Now, Corporate credit, different than the revolving account that I was mentioning, you do have to pay the balance in full within 10 to 30 days. Some of them do have net 30 or net 60 accounts, but it's very important to pay these accounts in full so that you can build that paydex score that it's related to the DUNS number and the EIN number. This is a huge stepping stone to get to where you want to be, to get up to $250,000 or more of the 0% interest business credit. No credit checks. So there's different tiers of lenders as well. So here you can see on the screen, BP, Home Depot, Office Depot. You have to start small. And our program, it really breaks it down with the requirements that you need in order to continuously build up so that you can actually buy commercial properties with corporate credit. Think about your personal credit. You had to start somewhere, right? You always start with the smaller limits or the smaller banks just to get your foot in the door on the credit space. This is a great way to start on your business just so that you can get your name of your business out there and really start to build that business credit report, that paydex score, and get into the high 80s or 90s on that score. So I just got done talking about the differences between business credit and corporate credit. But what are the similarities? It's a really good question because there are some similarities. Now, like I mentioned, they both need business entities. They both need to have their EIN number. They need to have that classification that it is an active business, no matter what type of entity it is, whether it's a sole proprietorship, an LLC, or a corporation. Now, the other thing is you do need to have that physical address. That's very important that a lot of people don't understand. They think that they can get away with just using a P.O. box. Well, for fraud purposes, the banks, it's a Patriot Act actually, the banks need to verify that they are sending the mail and the actual accounts to a physical address that is tied to the business owner. The other similarity, which is a huge benefit for business owners, is neither one of them show up on your personal credit. Now think about that. I've covered this a lot in previous videos, but 35% utilization on your personal credit, as soon as you go over that number, your scores are going to drop. On the business side and on the corporate side, you can use as much of this credit as you want, as long as you pay it back in a timely manner. Both of these accounts, they contribute to your paydex score. That's the score that is going to build your business credit report. Remember, we talked about that too. You're going to have your personal credit score, which everybody wants to be in the 800s there. Well, there's a business score as well that's not scored entirely the same way, but you want to get into that 85, 90 point range so you have that perfect business score. They do take time to build. None of this is overnight. Just like your personal credit wasn't built overnight into some glorious report that everybody's going to love. When you were 18, you had to start slow and work your way up to where you are now, hopefully in the 800s. Same thing with business credit and corporate credit. You have to start somewhere. My recommendation is to start with corporate credit and build into business. You don't have to do it that way though. You can start with business credit and sprinkle in some corporate credit on your way up. But it's important to work on both of these at the same time. Fund&Grow offers both of these accounts for you all in one package. Our 12-month membership gets you up to $250,000 of 0% interest business credit, but it also gives you the opportunity to get up to $100,000 in corporate credit. So let's look at this. $250,000 of 0% business credit, and then $100,000 of corporate credit. Now the Fund&Grow program, the corporate credit is a DIY program. It's a do-it-yourself program, but Fund&Grow's got it all laid out for you. So all you have to do is start at the top and work your way down. Business credit, that's a done for you. I just made that up. But a done for you program that we are going to get you up to $250,000 as 0% interest business credit for each client that comes through. Now, like I mentioned, corporate credit is a do-it-yourself part of the program, but Fund and Grow lays out the specific steps for your best and fastest results. It is going to take time. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it's going to happen overnight or it's just going to fall on your lap. There is a little bit of work for you to do here, but if you follow these steps and you don't skip anything, you could have access to $100,000 in corporate credit in a very short period of time. Now, my recommendation is as soon as you sign up for our program, you start working on this as soon as you have an EIN number. If you have an existing business, start now. If you don't, let us know and we're gonna start creating one for you on day one, so that way you can start this process. Now, business credit, where all the action happens, that's where we're gonna do everything for you. We're actually gonna apply, we're gonna negotiate, we're gonna appeal denials, we're gonna get you the maximum amount of approvals so we can get you up to that $250,000 or more. Fund and Grow really puts out the most effort to get you these approvals, but we're the experts at it. We're the ones that know who to call, when to call, what to say to get you to the maximum approvals that you're looking for. A lot of clients come to us and say, I don't think this is gonna work for me. I've tried, I've applied, I've only gotten $2,000, I've been declined. Fund and Grow is the professional. We're the ones that are going to be able to do this. Just like an attorney is going to be able to take care of you in court, if you ever have to go there, I hope not. But if you ever have to, you're always going to hire that professional to represent you. Hire the professional to get you your business credit. What we do in 12 months takes some people 4 to 6 years to do. They're losing out on a lot of that introductory 0% offer by doing this themselves. We're going to attack these banks. We're going to get you the approvals and we're going to get it to that $250,000 so you can go out and scale your business no matter what industry you're in. Real estate, e-commerce, over-the-road trucking, contractors, whatever you're in, business credit along with corporate credit, that's where things are going to happen. This group of people right here, they're the ones that make the magic happen. They're the ones that are going to get you that credit. They're the ones that are going to get us into that $20 million a month range, which we're at right now. We are averaging right now between $19 and $20 million a month in 0% interest business credit. These people right here give it everything that they have to help you as a person and as a business owner. Matter of fact, let's go out and let's talk to a few of them. Let's go see how their day's going. All right, so in here is a group of our account managers where they come and they really bust it every single day to get you that funding. Richard, how much funding have we gotten today?
Over $1 million in credit against
$1 million. Woo! What do we have for the month? Over 19 million?
19 million.
Yeah, buddy.
Absolutely.
Well, you see it. They're in here. They're really busting it to get that credit, get you up to $250,000, helping you with that corporate credit program. Remember, there's no need to choose between business credit or corporate credit. Look at the reviews that we have here. $93,000 in funding, 100%, $87,000 in funding. Most of these clients are seeing that range in their first round of funding. We have clients that we've gotten over $500,000 for just to grow and scale their business. They've 10x their business revenue. How crazy is that? A lot of people are going out and they're getting loans and paying interest and doing all that crazy stuff that's really hurting them. You can scale your business on just one small investment to work with the professionals. All right, guys, we just finished up telling you everything that you need to know about business credit and corporate credit. Remember, two big differences, right? Fund and Grow offers all of those. You always run into that path. You always run into that crossroad where we're at right now. And some of them even say no outlet. There's always an outlet with Fund and Grow. Fund and Grow is going to help you with that business credit and corporate credit. Remember, where we fund, you grow.